Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy Darren Brown with Darmac Builders and Brightway Insurance coming to you on a beautiful day here in South Florida. And what I want to talk to is, I always reach out and try to talk to some of my young men and women who maybe have lost their way, don't kind of feel like they're being left behind. No one's giving them a shot. No one is giving them any guidance as far as what's their next move. And some of it has to do when they graduated from high school. Okay, where do they go, or where do they want to do? Some choose to go to college and get an education and put themselves in a situation where they can, hopefully find a job when they get out. And there's others who, quite frankly, can't. They were just happy to get out of high school. And so I think there's an obligation that we have to those who didn't take that next step as far as higher learning. I'm not going to penalize a kid that does not go to college or that kind of thing, but there are certain things that we can probably help this generation get through instead of them wandering and trying to figure it out or getting in trouble and doing something that they ought not to be doing. So I reached out to one of my colleagues who he's going to give me a schedule. I think it was with Sunbelt Rental, and if you guys listen to this video, I need to know if there is any classes where kids can get certification to like a forklift, a two-man scissor, all that kind of like operate those machines. Because if you know how to operate those machines and you have a certificate, that's a bonus that you can get by working on some of these bigger jobs. And so if you have that, you can go to these jobs and say, hey, I know how to work a forklift, I know how to work on a Bobcat, I know how to do that, and you gain that kind of experience by doing that. And so, but if you don't know where to go, then you don't know where to go. And what I want to try to do is find out where they have these classes, how often do they have them, what are the costs behind it, because I think the kids who can, learn how to ride a certain equipment, whether it's a heavy equipment or something, warehouse equipment, that puts them in a position to get a nice paying job, and they can, put themselves in a position where they can make a life for themselves. It's not complicated if people participate and understand that there are issues and there's issues that need to be resolved, and everyone has a hand in it. We can sit back and take blame for everything, or we can point fingers as to why this person is not doing that or whatever. But if you're in a position to help, then help. Okay? That's my motto. I mean, I never get too high where I feel like I have made it to a certain point where I can't look back and say, okay, this person needs some guidance, or this person needs some assistance, or this person needs some direction. And I found out a lot of people get to a certain status and they feel like, okay, that's somebody else's problem. No, it's not. It's a problem that we all need to partake in. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to save the world, but there's some kids out there that's really looking for answers, right? They're looking for help. They may not cry out for it, but they're looking for help. And if you can just guide them in a certain way, I think that benefits everyone in the long run. Some is going to accept it, some is not. I get it, but I don't worry about the ones who don't get it, as opposed to the ones who do get it, that is thanking you because they saying, I didn't know this exists. I didn't know I can get this certificate. I didn't know I can work here. That kind of stuff. So when you get one kid off the street, one kid off the corner, one kid living a certain lifestyle, then you're doing your part. You're helping. Okay? It's not about so much about you giving up money and all that. It's like, okay, how can I help the misinformed, the uninformed, to get to the next level? And those are the kind of things that I try to do myself individually, myself when it comes on to my company. Like, I can't hire everybody in the whole world. I get it. But there's skill sets that you need to try to get while you're getting. And if you can get those skill sets, you put yourself in a great situation. Okay, so that's my spiel for today on that. I'm gonna keep checking in. When I get that time schedule, I'm gonna come back on and share that with you guys, just in case you want to get that kind of experience or that certificate to make with the heavy equipment as well as the warehouse equipment. All right, peace.